Now is the time to stop wasting hours on research. You see, most creators of content are sitting on a gold mine and don't even know it. I was surprised when I saw this. I want to share with you what is happening with NotebookLM. It's from Google, and it is a fabulous program, and it's free too. This is amazing. And if you're not using it, well, then you're leaving content on the table. The magic of it is that you can drop in a link and you can watch video now. We didn't used to be able to do that with it. You can do that now for, like, say, your YouTube video, and you'll be able to do that with a podcast. You're going to be able to do it with a video script, a visual mind map it can create. It can create audio and video for you. This thing is not just AI. It's a full-scale creative director or a creative conductor that you will be able to tap into this and manage the different elements of the orchestra with it. Because this is going to help you. You need to master a topic and learn something. This is the real key. You can learn a topic using NotebookLM as your private tutor, giving you videos, audios, mind mapping, using flashcards, using all kinds of good things for you for learning. And that's what we're going to cover in this episode here of Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. I'm Terry Brock. Let's get into it right now. Okay, I'm over here at NotebookLM right now, and I got a few of my notebooks on here. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do, this is just us here, okay? This isn't going to be a formal, hello, I am here to teach you. Well, no, we're going to do it just me, and if we make a mistake, hey, it's okay. We're going to go for it and have a good time. But right now, I am over here on NotebookLM. I'm looking at it right here so I can see, okay, this is what's going on and what's happening, how it is, and what you can see. And I'm going to share with you and show you what I'm looking at as I'm getting into it myself. So working with it, but I am already flabbergasted looking at how great it is. So these are some of the things I've put together just so far. A few little videos that are out there and projects that are available. One I want to share with you is kind of a deep personal one for me. Over here on the left side, you'll see Dr. Wayne Dyer on the sacred self. That's an important one. I'm going to go into it, and there we are. I've been working with this for a little while now, and you can see it's got a lot of information there, and the transcript right here that gives me the ability to take a look at what's there. I sent it up there, and it gave me the transcript. As you can see, there's a lot of information here on it, but this is Dr. Wayne Dyer on the sacred self and manifestation. It's particularly important because where did this come from? Well, this one came from this audio cassette tape. Yeah, these were called audio cassettes. They still are called that, but we used them a lot more than. And if you're under the age of 40, I used to say, go Google it. Well, now go Chat GPT it, or Perplexity it, or Grok it. Get the definition. But these were audio. We use this. And this one right here was for the Real Estate Audio Insider. And you see it shows on there, your host, Terry Brock, right there. That's me. And I put it in there. This is for the National Association of Realtors. Top 1%, top 2%, I think, of the realtors around the world. And we got a chance to do this, and I had an interview with many, many wonderful people. This one is one here. You can see over here it says on side 2, Wayne Dyer, PhD. Dr. Wayne Dyer, he was there. Got a chance to meet him, and he's no longer with us now. But I got to tell you, a wonderful guy. Sat there in the room doing the interview with him for about an hour, hour and a half, actually about 2 hours, I think it was, and got some real good information. So I used that, and what I did is I got the audio from this, pulled it out, made it an MP3. Did that by just recording it, real simple, but I just wanted to get the words. So I did that, got it, and then I came over here to NotebookLM. And NotebookLM gave me the ability to create, well, the transcript. And it gave me that, and it gave me a lot of other information as well. And it put in here, and you see it talks about Terry Brock here. It's Terry Brock at the life. Sometimes you get in a real treats where you get a chance to interview someone directly you admire, etc. That was me and what I said back then. Long ago. So I've taken this, I put it in there, and I want to show you how I have repurposed this, pulled out elements of it, and how you can do it with some of the things you're working with. Okay, I'm going to start over here on the far left side so that I can show you where we are, and this is in this place where we can look at all kinds of things. This is where we get our sources, and you'll see you can just click here to add a source, and that source could be an audio file, like I put in the interview I had with Dr. Wayne Dyer, but then also it could be text that you have, PDFs. You could put in graphs and pictures. You can put in videos so that you can do that. It didn't used to be able to do it because they only allow up to 200 megabytes of information that you can put in there. Now you can use a link to a YouTube video. So hey, we can really go to town on that. And one of the benefits is, with NotebookLM, you could put several different videos all on a similar topic and maybe from different opinions. Hey, that could be real good. If you as a content creator want to be able to say, hot topic is going on in this industry right now, and we've got those on this side, and we've got those on this side, well, let's look at all of them. So you feed it in there, and then you can say, what do they say about this topic over on this side? What do they say about that topic over on that side? I want to hear that. This gives you a really good perspective to be learned about it. Learned is a nice word. Be learned about it, educated on that, and be able to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. And so the way you do that is right here. See, we can look at all this right here. I can put it in there. I can tap into the capabilities that are here on the globe, and you'll see I'll tap into the web or my own Google Drive. This gives me the ability to tap into whatever else I might have out there. Tapping into the web, that article that's over on this website and that other article on this other website, and maybe they have two different points of view. Or maybe they agree on a lot of things, but you get a little bit extra with them that way, with this other one. You can now tap into that in a very powerful way. I just think this is pretty amazing what we can do in that respect with it. So getting a lot more information that we want. But we can select the sources there. You'll see it pulled in, the video itself or the audio itself, and I can get that. But also, here's something real handy. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. You can see we can do fast research or deep research. The deep research really opens up a lot of capabilities for us who are content creators, because now you can really go in depth and find out what's going on with the citations, real information. If you got, say, an academic research you want to get, that's something you can do now pretty easily. You can do that in other areas. With the research you can do there, you're really at close to, if not right at, the quality of a PhD dissertation, getting the information. So think about how that opens up possibilities for you to be a very knowledgeable creator, to be able to say, okay, these are the kind of things that we can do, and here's what we can do, and make it happen. So this is one of the areas you'll want to look at when you add those sources. Now, another one right here is the chat. This chat right here, as you can see, it's the chat. This is where you can put in your information and you can look at it and say, all right, I want to do, take a look at the transcript, etc. Here's the transcript that it gave me. But then after I had the transcript in, as I'm scrolling down here real fast, it gave us some ideas of what was going on. I could put in my prompt right here, ask it questions about, okay, discuss what these sources say about the spirit in the larger context of stages of human evolvement. That was what Dr. Dyer was talking about on that. And then it went in there and it answered that. Think about it. You can have an interview with someone, it might be a long interview or several. What does this expert say? She's very knowledgeable about this topic. She knows that topic. She's really good. What did she say about this or about that or about this? Using an audio interview, using some of the books, using articles that are out there. This thing is pretty amazing when we look at what's available on it. It gives us all of this kind of information that you can just say, how do you do this? How do you do that? And you'll see I've got quite a bit in here already. And I can take this and then I can save the note and take that note, saving it and being able to save it over to, say, Google Docs or somewhere else that would be real nice. So this has some real good capabilities for us. But the real gem of this is over in the area that they call the studio, which is over here on the right side. And I want to show you some of the things you can do with Studio. Well, the first thing we're going to take a look at is the audio. That's in the upper left here. And you'll see it's got this right here. I can start creating an audio by just clicking on it, or you can go in depth on it by clicking on that little pencil that's there. When I do that, notice what it gives me here. It gives me several choices that I can use. I love this. You can have it, somebody talk about it, have the two people developing an audio on this. We've heard this before on Google's capabilities with NotepadLM when it came out. The man and the woman that sound very professional that can help you on that. They have a deep dive here. You can get a brief sized overview to help you grasp the core ideas. I like that a lot. Or you can have something that gives you a critique. This critique is a review, an expert review of your sources, offering constructive feedback to help you improve your material. This is really good. Say you've written some information and you need someone to go over it in depth and find out, is this right? Did you say it correctly? Are you doing this properly? Now you've got a buddy that's helping you out on that in a really big way using critique on here. And then here's another one's kind of fun. You can go through a debate. We had someone, Linda was watching this from our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. She said she wanted to do this and got some good information to get some different points of view on a very hot topic. This gives you a lot of capabilities. And then when you do that, look at all the other options you have here. You can look at the language that you want. Holy Toledo, this is amazing. When I click on that, look at all the various languages that are available. I can't even count that high, but it's giving you real languages that you can use in a real way. Most of these I don't even understand. Look at them, but that's okay. The people that do understand that will be able to use it and be able to use it in a profound way and get a lot done. Oh, and here's one I particularly like. It's called length. You can make this short, you can use the default, or long. So you get a chance to experiment with a little bit on that. Sometimes you want something that'll be real brief. Sometimes you want it to be pretty short. And then look at this down here. They give it all that good, but then also, what should the AI hosts focus on in this episode? This is where you put in your prompt. So you could say, okay, these are the things I want to cover. I'm going to focus on the single source, or I'm going to go to a specific topic, or whatever. You might say something like, tell me about the oogie boogies that are in this discussion, because we know that's really good, versus the wiggy wampums, or whatever. You know, work with me on this. You can put in there the kind of things that are most important. This is within the audio section of it. And next, I want to take a look over here at video and what the video has for you. It's got some nice features there. I'm going to click on the pencil here so it shows me what's available. And when it does that, well, look, it gives us a lot of good information that we can use in different areas. We can look at an explainer video. So that way we get a chance to explain what's going on. Hey, what's going on here? Tell us a little bit more about this. Tell us a little bit more here. This is more, like it says, a structured, comprehensive overview that connects the dots within your sources. Very nice. And then we also have the ability to get something real brief. Sometimes you want it fast. You get a nice bite-sized overview here that helps you get a quick grasp of what's going on, the core ideas from that. So you can see that. And then look at this. Very, very nice. Again, we can choose the language we want, English or several others. English is my native language, so I'm sticking with that for right now. But you see, we can also look at other visual styles that we want, where we can put in something here within the pencil so that we click on that, and it would give us the ability to describe what we want. Describe a custom visual style that you want yourself. Or you could go with something here like a classic. So we'll do that, and then down below, in true AI style, look at this. It lets you put in there what you want. So you customize it the way that's going to be best for you. They have several that are available here already that you can go through to look at certain kind of formats that already exist, or you can decide on your own. And then when you're ready to make it happen, you just click on the button, generate, down there in the lower right corner. Very nice. Think about what you can do with this. Start creating customized training for clients. And it could be your voice on some things. On this one, it would be different voices on the free version. And you have probably heard this before. You can listen to that. You can find out what's going on. It gives you a lot of capabilities for this. The next topic we can take a look at is mind mapping. Yeah, that's right. They actually do mind mapping in a wonderfully profound way. I think Tony Buzan would be impressed with this, because he is the founder of mind mapping, came up with that. He's no longer with us now, but he did a great job in putting that there. Now we can do it very well. And what I'm going to do is then on this, I'm going to come down here a little bit lower and find one that I did before to let you see this is what it looks like when you actually get in there and start working with it. You'll see that it shows me, I've got several, and here's one where we have Wayne Dyer talking about that. So I'm going to just click on that little button right there. And when I do, I want you to notice what popped up on the screen. Over here on the screen, we're taking a look at what is available, that it gave me a nice mind map. But look at this. I can come over here, and the top one here was human evolvement stages. I like that, and I want to see what's more. I'm going to click on that little arrow to the right, and when I do that, it shows me some other information right here. Look at this. Amazing what it's giving me, that I can take this and I can make it look a little bit different right here. You'll see I've got the athlete, the warrior, the statesman, and the spirit. These were the four things that Wayne talked about when we did this, putting it together. So we can do that, and I go, oh, hey, I want to know even more about that. So I'm going to click here on the athlete, and look what it did. It expanded it even more there, going out in a bigger way all the way through so that I can start seeing what is going on with this in a truly profound way. Well, think about that for a moment. Mind mapping is a great way to tap into your brain and find out more information on something. You can have the topic you want to learn designed into a mind map. So now you start seeing how this element is related to that one, for learning yourself or for training and helping others. Those of you who are educators and teachers, consultants, coaches, and you're constantly teaching people and helping them to learn better, this is for you and me. It is a gold mine of capabilities with it. Are you getting the idea that this is a pretty incredible tool for learning, for training, for helping others, all in one place, and it's free? This is phenomenal. It's something you definitely want to look into, but it gets better, because what I want to do is bounce over here and show you that we've got some information we want to get available to you to help you on this so that you can learn about this and others. AI Tools for Biz, that's the number 4.com, will give you the ability to get training on all kinds of AI tools, no charge at all. It's our way of saying we want to help you. Gina Carr and I have our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs program. We want you to see what it's like, and there's no charge to it. You can use that. So anyway, we want to make that available to you and make it something that you're going to be able to use. Well, let's go back here to what we're seeing on here in several different ways. As you can see, there's a lot of capabilities here. Mind map, you can issue reports on there. You can get flashcards. Oh my goodness, this is phenomenal. You want to learn a given topic, like for instance, I'm studying Spanish. Flashcards are very popular in learning words. So you have muchas gracias on one side of the card, which means thank you very much. And then on the other side in English, it says thank you very much. So I know what it is. You can design these now within this for a topic that you need to know about. You're trying to learn it and trying to get it together with that. You can do a lot with it. It also has the ability to develop a quiz. Hey, that's good for those that are instructors. You can have a subject matter where you go through and then a quiz that you give to the students to make sure they were paying attention, that they're grasping it. If they're not, they can go back over the material and review it again. I like the idea of everyone gets an A. You might take several times to go through it before you get that A, but everyone can get an A as they go through and works with it. Some real possibilities there. The next one we want to take a look at is the infographic. Now this is particularly nice. I see a lot of capabilities with that. And so you want to say, okay, how can we put this together? Well, here, let me just go back here to this and show you. When we click on the little pencil that's in that upper, on the right side, when I click on that, it's going to give me the ability to get, well, just a whole lot done, because it'll give us the ability to design this, the screen here. As you can see, we've got the capabilities here for choosing the language, of course, and you can make it landscape, portrait, or square for what you want to cover, to make sure that it's coming in just the right way and you're getting just what you need on that. Some things are going to be better with square, some things are going to be better with landscape, etc. And then the level of detail. I like this. Do you want it really concise? Or do you want it standard? Or maybe a little bit longer where it'll be more detailed? And then down below, you can describe what you want. Guide the style, color, or focus, like use a blue color theme or highlight the 3 key stats, etc. All of this, and then when you're ready to go, click that generate button in the lower right corner. So let's take a look at the infographic. Now remember, we're doing this interview with Dr. Wayne Dyer. He had a lot of great ideas that he shared with us on that. And so I want to go into that and I want to see what it got out of what he said. Here's one of the options I'm going to get. Down here I can see, let's see which is a good one. Oh, right here, I see this is a good one. The manifesting your sacred self. And you put that in there. So I'm going to click on that, come over here. And when I click on that, I want you to notice what comes up on the screen. Right now it's got this infographic that was put together, very nice. Get a little better, a little farther out so you can see it. And it shows you manifesting your sacred self, moving from ego to spirit. Real good stuff. If you're a Wayne Dyer fan, you know what I'm talking about. And he talks about growing from an athlete to the statesman you got there. And also we could go up here, take a look at the spirit of the witness, the spirit on all this that you're working with. Very, very handy. It diagrammed all that out. When you see an infographic like that, you can get a quick grasp of what's going on. And again, all we had was an audio interview, just audio. Put the audio in there and it produced all of that. Think about how you can use this kind of information in learning for yourself as well as teaching others and communicating a message. For selling something, you want to describe the new product that you have or the new service you're offering. This is a great sales tool for you. Oh, and you got to see what it can do with slides and putting presentation together that you could use for a PDF, for an ebook, for a lead magnet, or for slideshows and presentation. A lot of possibilities there. Let's take a look at that. Here's one that it did here. When we look at Warrior to Spirit, the path to manifestation, etc., from Wayne Dyer. So I'm going to click on that one right here. And when I do that, I want you to see what just happened. This is pretty amazing when we look at the capabilities that it has and what it can do for us. As you'll see right here, it gives me the Warrior to Spirit. I'm going to click on this, and when I do, now I'm taking a look at the way that this is looking, and it shows me each of the slides. So I see the Warrior to Spirit. I'll click on this next one down here and see what it has. It has the capabilities here. We are not human beings having a spiritual, we are not human beings having, oh, there's an interesting, did you notice that? I just caught this. It's a typo there, so we need to correct that. And by the way, that's really important. When you're working with these, they're not always perfect. And I found there was a couple of times that I had to change it. So what I did is we go into Canva, which is a great little product, and they have a grab text feature. Real nice. I wasn't planning on sharing this, but I'll go ahead and do it. The grab text, and you can go in there and change that. So I could use this, go in there and change it on that, and then put in another slide that would work. But I think the capability outside of something being misspelled, yeah, that's not as good, but we can do a lot with it, because as you look at this and see, here's what's the kind of slides that it gives us and what it looks like, it is pretty amazing as we look at the quality and how these are put together. I think it is nothing short of amazing. And there's one last one I want to share with you that is really flat out jaw-dropping when you look at it. What it gives you is an audio of the two voices. We've often heard these on NotebookLM, and as we see what is available with it. But this one right here I'm going to zero in on. Wayne Dyer's talking about a particular topic, and they're using this one. And this one has some real nice capabilities for it, because we can listen to it and hear the voices. I want you to hear a little bit of this. And by the way, notice on this right here, when I go into this, it shows me that it is interactive.
The mindset is just pure competition. It is. The driving questions are always, what's in it for me and how much can I get? It's about beating the competition, hitting your numbers.
But let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Isn't that necessary? I mean, if you're in sales or running a startup, don't you have to be a warrior? If you stop trying to win, don't you just get crushed?
And that's the fear, right? That's the fear that keeps us locked in that stage. And to be fair, the warrior stage gets results. You can get rich there.
Yeah.
You can become the CEO. But Dyer points out the cost. The warrior is always anxious because they're always measuring themselves against someone else. And
There we go. We'll stop that right there, but that is something that's nothing short of profound. Of what he said in that interview, I count it a real honor that I did, and we honor his memory and what he has done. But the capabilities of this tool that we have right now is something I want you to look at. It is called NotebookLM. It is free. You can get that, and the nice thing about it, use Gemini with it. Gemini is their browser or their capability for their LLM. That gives the ability to get a lot done, and it gives you the ability to break free of what's been holding you back in learning, in growing, and in communicating with others. This is a tool that you do not want to miss. You want to get into it, take a look at it, and I'd love to hear from you. Leave a note in the comments, wherever you're getting this, whatever platform it might be on, and let us know what you think of it and how it is. We respond to the notes that come in, and particularly when you bounce over to our website, terrybrock.com, or go over to starkravingentrepreneurs.com, you'll be able to see that. So don't forget, we got that special that's available for you, no charge whatsoever, AI Tools for Biz, that's the number 4, B-I-Z, .com, and it'll get training on several different products like ChatGPT, Lexica.art, Udly, a great tool for speech coach, learning how to do it with AI, really good. Canva, DALL-E 3, Stable Diffusion, OpenAI, some of the tools that are available. We're going to be talking about those that you can use. And we've got some other video for you right over here that's going to help you to understand how you can start using this, how you can work with it in a big way using some of the tools that Gemini has. This is one you don't want to miss. I'm Terry Brock. Thank you very much for joining us today.